about national transformation through parenting, I'm looking at nutrition. Nutrition. You know, the characteristics of living things, we say Mr. Niger D. Mr. Niger D. Movement, respiration, nutrition, irritability, growth, expression, reproduction, and death. Nutrition is very important. Nutrition, nutrient. So it's not just eating food. Does the food have the required nutrient for your health and functionality? For your information, Nigeria is too heavy. Nigeria is overweight. Nigeria is too heavy. In 2014, I was in Singapore, and Singapore declared that Singapore needs to lose 1 million kilograms. I cannot forget that. They said 1 million kilograms, Singapore to lose 1 million kilograms. And what was the strategy? The Ura cream, you know, our own Ura cream. You know, Dr. Obaje is in Singapore. And the Ura cream became the product to help people to get back on their feet. Those who had arthritis, those who had bone issues and all that. The government intervened and asked Dr. Obaje to produce Ura cream for this challenge, to help people to get back on their feet so that they can exercise and they can lose weight. So the Singaporean government started building swimming pools and gyms for people to go exercise and lose weight. Does not lose weight, the country will lose more money from financing health insurance because people will get sick. So in Singapore today, once you go to Singapore today at the airport, you find people who are 85, 90 years old whose duty there is to return the trolleys back to the positions after passengers have dropped them. And why them to move those stuff helps to reduce disease, and also it helps them to reduce the cost of health insurance. See the strategy. And in Japan today, even at ATMs, before you can withdraw money, there's a motion you must do to push down something, to use some form of strength before money will come out from the ATM. Just to keep people moving. So Nigeria is overweight, and for us, we need to lose, what we need to lose in Nigeria is 100 million kilograms. 100 million kilograms. And how is it going to start? National transformation, we want change, because overweight and obesity and morbidly obese people have been said to have a risk factor. Every disease now, the risk factor is overweight, obesity. There's obesity and overweight. A risk factor. Even depression now, one risk factor for depression is obesity. Now we are slowing down, movements are slowing down everywhere. People are slowing down movements. They are not moving. And now nutrition now is now a case. Now we have people who are overweight or underweight. Coming from where? Nutrition. The food. Now if you eat, now what's the time now? This is to 9.
8:41.
Okay, 8:41. Okay, let's say 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Dr. Obaje is still at work in Singapore as we speak. Okay. Because Singapore is 7 hours away. Now, if at 9 p.m., if you call Dr. Obaje at 9 p.m., he will answer you from the beach in Singapore. He's exercising. Dr. Obaje will tell you, you have no right to sleep if you have eaten when you have not exercised. Every day, 9 p.m., you call Dr. Obaje, is at the beach. You know, the beach in Singapore is doctors that you can, it's exercising.
No, you just touched on something that's remained very confusing. Exercise after eating, or exercise before eating, or I mean, what's the time
exercise after eating?
Immediately.
Not immediately.
But just like,
2 hours after.
Okay.
Yeah, so before you sleep, that's what he said, before you sleep, if you have eaten food for that day, you need to exercise. If not, there will be an accumulation, especially if you have not used it. And do you know many people who are overweight because there's malnutrition and overnutrition. There's over and under. Malnutrition is part of you see somebody who is overweight is part of malnutrition. Underweight is malnutrition too. So if you eat too much than you need, you stop. Listen now. Now this issue of weight, when you talk about weight, somebody will say, they're talking about my weight, I will stop eating food. That is the problem. The human body is designed, it's automatic. This is how it works. If every day you eat breakfast, you eat lunch, you eat dinner, then suddenly you stopped eating breakfast, the message will be sent from the GIT. The nerves there will send a message to the brain and say, hello, something is going on. Yesterday, we had food in the morning. We had in the afternoon. We had in the... Today, we've only had food in the afternoon. Something is going wrong. It's okay. Let's check if what you experience today will happen tomorrow. Then tomorrow something happens. They say, we didn't have breakfast. We didn't have lunch. We only had dinner. The brain will send a message to the GIT and said, going forward until I give further instructions, anything that comes in, don't let it go out. Store it. So you find that people who want to lose weight, that starve themselves, add more weight. Because anything that is eaten now, the body will stop. Now, we're having this situation where people think it's by stopping to eat or not eating.
Or ketoing, I forgot what you call it.
That's not it. In fact, you need to eat, but what you eat is very important. Now, why am I coming to parenting and nutrition? Research is now showing that obesity in later life, it's building upon what happened in childhood. So parents that are indulging children, you buy them all the what do you call them, the fast foods and all that, and you see them, they say, they are just children, leave them, they are active, leave them. What you're doing is going to have what you call a compound effect in later life, where because their body is now adapted to that kind of food, the systems of the body will now be responding based on what that child has taken. So nutrition is now research is now showing this, that we must go back to nutrition of children to be able to manage the future cases of obesity and all that in the world. Back to the family. Who is the cook at home? Let me give you a story of one man. I took a taxi, an Uber, some months ago. So I was having a conversation with the guy. The guy was telling me that from this business of Uber, he has built a house. He carries some passengers that they come into the city from Lagos and from outside Abuja, and they take him sometimes. They come to do business. And are taking Pokoto. All their money is going for Pokoto. See them now, they are Pokoto.
Yo, dear, that is the large side.
Do you understand me now?
Yes.
Now, all these things, now is eating food not for nutrition, but for reward or sometimes competition and show off.
That's...
And after doing that, go and ask people the cost of losing weight.
But Isaac, newlyweds, I will tell you two things that often start off as a challenge.
Okay.
Have a baby. Yes. First challenge. Second one, your husband is not looking fresh.
Okay.
After 6 months,
okay,
the woman comes under pressure that is not adding weight.
Okay.
And she wants him to add weight in every other part of the body. If that's not going on, they say it's either your food is bad or it's not eating at term. How do you react to that?
Now, Alexander Pope said, a little learning is a dangerous thing. Drink deep or taste not the parent spring, for there shallow drought intoxicates the brain.
Sure. Yeah.
And drinking largely sobers us again. It's a little learning. Once they don't know, and once you don't know, you don't know. What you don't know is bigger than you.
True.
It's lack of knowledge that they do that. Because once that man begins to add, see his tummy now, he's more pregnant than you. There's no alignment.
Oh dear,
there's no alignment. Let's check. Look. These are serious things we must look at. There's no alignment here. This man that was with his six-pack you married, see what you have done. This man is looking for a six-pack for the last 6 months. He can't find it.
And he can't even look under.
You can't look under. You can't check, and see him. You know sometimes, and many men don't have the big backside. So if the front is protruding forward and the back is, the alignment, there's no alignment here. You understand what we're talking about now?
Yes.
So what have you caused? What have you created? So what are we looking for? We must look at nutrition from the family. What are we eating? Are you eating Pokoto? Are you giving children pokoto?
Yeah.
Are they growing well? Now, do you know there's childhood obesity? Terrible.
Yes. Terrible in US.
Terrible. Even in Nigeria, you see them now. Parents are just giving it a liver na pikin. He go nothing, he go born am. He go born am, he go born am. He goes to school. The schools now don't allow children to play. They sit put. Sit down there. You do your lessons. It's time for break. Bring in the food. Eat. Sit down there. We are gradually killing our children in installments. They can't move. The food that is eating, they're not eating. You see fried foods. You see all these quick fast foods they take to school. My own brother, my elder brother, the conduct is an optometrist, a doctor. They found that in this was done in Ibadan, UCH. He works at the UT. He said children were coming down with eye conditions. So this, what is going on? And they investigated. It is from one fast food that they produce in this country.
Oh.
Yes. He called me and told me. From that day, I called my children. I told them about it. We banned that food from that house. In that house. So if my children come to your house and you want to offer them that food, they will tell you, we don't want to go blind. But check the lunch boxes. Full! They say people are busy. You are busy? You are busy, you can't cook? But you will not be busy when this child is hospitalized. You will be there. So we must begin to look at nutrition from the family. For national development, for transformation, we want Nigeria to be transformed. We have to lose 100 million kilograms. How do we lose it? The right nutrition and exercise. Now the minister has to, so I'm sure Federal Minister of Health people will say, what is this guy trying to talk about? Everything, even this case, all these issues of violence going on and all that, if you investigate, you will find a place of nutrition and no exercise. In management, in non-pharmacological management, in disease control, before any pharmacological ingredient or pharmacological medication is given, you have to do what is non-pharmacological. And they tell you, number 1, diet. 2, exercise. Before 3, lifestyle modification. Diet, exercise. That's why I tell dietitians, they own all of us. But it is sad that many of them will put them at the end of the hospital when people are about to die. They are not everywhere talking about nutrition. Nutrition is not there. In Nigeria, I met a Saudi Arabian. What they eat first. He eats the vegetables that Nigerians call grass.
Yes.
Vegetables. So he feels this, and that they have like roughages and fiber. So you don't have so much space for this big food. But you see here, you will see bakota. You will see eba. You will see pounded yam. Large. What you're doing, you're stressing your GIT. I mean, you're stressing the pancreas are stressed and all that. Let me tell you, and this is what comes with visceral fats, when fats are now stored. I was trained by Sanofi Aventis in diabetes management in Nairobi. I can never forget. 15 years pre-diabetic, what's called 15 years pre-diabetic age. You see, visceral fat is a problem. We say instead of having fats in front, put it behind. Instead of keeping fats in front, put it behind. Visceral fats release what you call some substances. One is leptin. Leptin mimics insulin and binds to the insulin receptor. So once it binds to the insulin receptor, insulin cannot bind. So blood sugar begins to rise. Once blood sugar begins to rise, hyperglycemia, we call it persistently, that is diabetes mellitus. Because of what is being released from that region of the body. Visceral fat, tummy fat. So all this one they say is a sign of good living. I met somebody who said, I need to do so that I can wear agbada so I can enter National Assembly. You are going to die. That tummy you are carrying there, it's a problem to you. Reduce it. You know when you're going to just an Awan Kibo, you get to Awan Kibo, you see a sign. Many have gone. Those of you know that road.
Yeah,
you know
of course I do.
Many have gone. Then you see another, they say, reduce your speed. Now. They don't say reduce your speed. They say, reduce your speed now.
Yeah, it's there.
The same way I'm saying this morning. Check your pokoto now.
Before your pokoto. checks you out.
So let's hear you this morning. Nutrition.
Okay. Well, your guess is too much. Never a dull moment with him. Please private chat me the name of that food expert just mentioned, so I can get I can take caution. I beg. Okay, so he's
You come and see me in the office. It's physical.
It's just
I can't tell you.
0700-951-0000. That's the telephone number you can call in on right now. 0700-951. That's our frequency, by the way. 0000. Let's hear from you this morning. Good morning.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well done.
Yes, Isaac is here as well. So go on. What's your name?
Yes, I know that. This is courage.
Oh, Courage. Yes, go on. Share with us. Just turn down the volume of your radio.
Brother Isaac Oloja.
Good morning, sir. Thank you.
You are a nation builder, a humanity builder. The things that you have for this country is exactly what we need, even in government and leadership. You are the root of life, you know, and I'm so proud of
Professor
you,
number.
Mr. Isaac. I pray that you just go on and inspire so many people. You are the hope that some of us still have for this country. Isaac, well done. God bless you. And Mr. Samiji.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your kind
That
words.
is becoming a social issue, leading to economic issue because people have become underperformers and underachievers.
Underachievers.
Is even in a family problem now because spouses complain of each other.
I understand that.
No longer attract each other.
That's a serious issue.
No longer look up to each other.
They don't look like who they married.
And this Mokoto got its root from the inherent inferiority complex that our people carry. It looks like it starts from parents to children. And we want to fight that complex. And then we now start to do all kinds of things. We want to look good, we want to look bulky, we want to tell the world that we are not in hardship. But a whole lot of people are in hardship.
Yeah.
So we are so conscious, we're trying to look clumsy.
Oh, yeah. Courage, I have to say thank you.
The whole world that we are civilized, and then we do a whole lot of just eating.
Courage, let's leave it at that with you so that we can take some other calls. Thank you so much, Courage. Interesting. Bokoto. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Dr. Femiji.
You're welcome. Go
Good
on.
morning, Professor Isaac Onoja, call from Lokoboka.
Oh, good morning.
Thank you. I'm very happy and proud of you, pharmacists. May the good Lord continue to reward and bless you.
Amen. Thank you.
I want to ask you a question. When you are emphasizing on nutrition, it just occurred to me. What is our problem that we don't have the technological know-how and acumen, even the scientific one? When all the analogies you have given concerning that of technology and science, you have mentioned the Western world. You were talking about Japan, that's the Asian world. And then you say in Japan, Singapore, China, in India, you have not given up one instant in Africa. Does it mean particularly the black race in Africa? Does it mean we are not eating the right food, that we are not thinking well? We have, now I'm using handset, you are using the radio station studio. All these things, if we want to establish a radio studio today,
Okay.
we must import
The equipment. So, Paul, why are you still trying to establish? Yeah.
we cannot produce.
Okay, Paul, why are you trying to establish the issue of the black race, which is a whole new conversation in its right as well? I think one of the things may have deviated from is eating what we produce, you know, the things that our fathers, farmers used to eat, and we're not doing so much well with them. Okay, we'll take just one more call because business news is up next. Yes, good morning. How are you today? Good morning. I can welcome. Let's hear from you.
Yes, I want to ask you this. The rule of natural food.
Mm.
Like all these food that are fertilized now.
Yeah.
Like you go to village, you buy vegetable, you cook the vegetable, very sweet, very nutritious.
Mm.
But those ones that are fertilized, some of them are bitter. So how do you reconcile the organic and non-organic food as far as our body system is concerned? Thank you.
Okay. That is a fresh old conversation, which time will not permit us to do right now.
Yeah, that's.
But we have great foods in Nigeria. It's just that we are still in colonial mode. That the one that is foreign is better than the one that is local. So let's go local and eat natural. So let me